Right, my name's Mr. Yeomans. I've seen the vast majority of you in your feeder primary schools where I've done a presentation, and the non-feeder primary school students have come in as well. This presentation now is a repeat of that. So you might have seen it, but you might have forgot something. It might be a case you didn't manage to get into school. You missed the day that I came into your primary school. So please watch this presentation again before you start in September 2023. I'm going to talk about a variety of things today, and the first one I'm going to talk about is transport. So, hands up here if you get a bus to school. Hands up if you walk to school. Hands up if you get a lift to school. Hands up if you get a public bus to school. How do you get here? Car. Lift to school. So, have a plan A. Okay, if you are getting a public bus to school, that is up to you and how you organise that. If you are getting a school bus to school, you will get transport provided for you by the county council. You will need to apply for that, or your parents will apply for that, and you'll get a card and it will have your name on it. You show that to the bus driver and you get on the bus every single morning. Your bus will get to a certain place and leave at a certain time. Again, the county council will inform you of that on a letter with the card. If you are there perfectly on time waiting for your bus, but 10 minutes later it's still not there, 15 minutes later it's still not there, what might you do rather than be waiting there an hour and a half later? What might you do, Harvey?
You have to maybe call a relative or a neighbour.
Good. Phone someone that might be able to help. That sounds like a really good idea. What else could you do, Zach?
This has happened to me before.
Yeah.
I went back home and luckily my dad was still there.
So go back home. You know, parents might still be there. They might be able to give you a lift in. If your parents aren't there because they go to work, then you might be going to a friend's house. Key thing here is have a plan B. The last thing you want to do is be stood at your bus stop. The bus doesn't turn up. You've got no key to get back in your house. You've got no phone to contact anyone. So please have a plan B. Just what happens. It's very unlikely, but have a plan B for transport. Your bus will drop you right outside the front of school when you come on site as early as the bus gets here. So if your bus gets here at 8:10, you're more than welcome to come straight on site at that point as well. At the end of the day, 3 o'clock, you walk out the front doors and buses leave about 3:10. So you've got 10 minutes to get on your bus afterwards. If you get a lift, obviously you're going to meet family or whoever's picking you up in the car park as well. Okay? Any questions on transport? Super. Right, school books and equipment. So the first thing is a bag. What sort of bag do you think we need, Annabelle, for school?
Like a rucksack.
Good, a rucksack, not like a tiny little handbag, a proper rucksack. This is a perfect rucksack that Madison has got here. You can keep all your books in nice and comfortable, walking around on all day. It's not like primary school where you'll be in one room for the whole day. You are going to be moving from lesson to lesson to lesson, to break, to lunch in different places. So it's really important to have a comfy bag. At the moment, you probably have one teacher in one classroom. Secondary school, how many teachers do you think you have? How many do we have, guys, here? How many teachers do you have? How many lessons, different classes do you have?
You have 14.
Yeah, I reckon around that. So let's think about this. You have your English lessons, you have your math lessons, you have science lessons, you have history and geography, you have modern languages, you have art, drama, PE, ICT, core studies, RE, design technology, textiles. So you're going to have lots of different teachers in lots of different rooms. Very different to primary school. So you need to make sure that you have a bag to keep all your books in. Okay? What do you need other than your books for school? So you're going to be given all of your books when you get to school. You do not need to bring any of them in your first day. What would you need to bring in your bag each day? Ollie, go for it.
Pencils and pens.
Lovely.
Room.
Pencil case. A well-equipped pencil case is really important. What do we need in a pencil case? Let's go around the table. Pen. How many pens?
3.
3 pens. Why 3 pens? You can only write with 1 pen. Why does it make sense to have at least 3 pens?
Just in case you lose some or they run out.
Good. You lose one runs out. So have your best pen, a second pen in case that one runs out, and I always say a third pen just in case you lose the other 2, or you can lend it to someone and be a really kind friend. Okay? So we've got pens. Yes, what else?
Rulers or set squares.
Ruler. Definitely need a ruler, not just in maths, but to underline titles everywhere. Yes.
Green pen.
A green pen, great. Green pens we use to do our own marking, don't we? Teachers mark in red and we do feed forwards and do our own marking in green. So you need to have a green pen. Calculator, mathematical calculator. You'll learn more about that on your day here with the maths department.
Pencil and rubber.
Pencil, rubber, excellent. Anything else?
Like protractor.
Protractor, I think, is the only other one. Protractor, I'm sure most of you know protractors, using it for angles at primary school, but a protractor is also really good to have in your pencil case. There is a welcome pack that I've sent to everyone's parents and carers that underlines exactly what you need in your pencil case. So if you forgot, have a look back there as well. So we've got books, a well-equipped pencil case. What else do we need in our lovely backpack?
Like your lunchbox.
Lunch, perfect. We'll talk about lunch a bit later on, but you'll definitely want your lunch if you're having lunch each day. What else do we need? Yes.
Drink bottle.
Drinks bottle. Yeah, we have, I think, 2 places you can refill drinks bottles here. Saves you buying bottles from the canteen. So please bring a drinks bottle, absolutely. You might need your PE kit if you've got PE. You might need a musical instrument if you do a musical instrument. Okay, but essentially, the books that you're given, a pencil case, your lunch, and a drinks bottle. Now, if you're really, really organised, 14 lessons, that sounds like a lot of books. That sounds like this bag could be very, very heavy. What might you do to not have to carry all your books every single day? Yes?
Buy a locker.
You could have a locker, leave it in a locker. Yeah, and we'll talk about lockers later. What else could you do?
Or if there's no homework, you can just leave it there.
Yeah, a lot of the time then the teacher keeps it in the room. You don't have to take it home with you, which is great. You have a timetable. You don't have maybe history every day. So what could you do on a day that you don't have history?
If you don't have history on a day, you just leave it in your house.
Pack your bag the night before, look at your timetable and only pack the books you need. If you don't want to and you don't mind having a heavy bag, then that's fine. Keep them all in there, use a locker. But it's something to think about. Yes?
Sometimes at the start of the year I asked my form tutor to look after some of my stuff until I needed them later in the day.
Nice. Sounds like a great idea.
Also, I find it easier to have a big case to put all your books in, so they don't get lost.
There you go. Yeah, sounds good to me. At home?
Well, you bring it into school as well.
Oh,
so
nice.
So they're in there.
Got you.
And they're not anywhere else.
Like it. Super. Right, next one. Finding your way around. I hope these Year 7s will explain it's very easy to find your way around here. However, I am confident every single new person that starts will get lost at least once or twice in their first few weeks. The last thing you can do when you get lost is have a tantrum, be really upset. You need to stay cool. You need to stay calm. You need to be a bit like James Bond. Calm under pressure. What are you going to do if you get lost? What would you say Year 7s to Year 6s? Yes?
I'd go find the nearest classroom.
Good.
And the teacher.
Go find the nearest classroom, talk to a teacher. What else could you do, Anna?
Ask one of the older students.
Good. Ask an older student walking past. Oh, can you just let me know where history is? Where's the maths block? Great idea.
You could speak to your form tutor in the morning and ask where all the different lessons
If you
are
didn't
you've
know,
got in the day.
that'd be a really good idea.
If you're lost, you can go to your SSA.
SSA, house office, good.
Yeah.
So teachers, friends, older year groups, just ask. Stay calm, you'll find your way. You will not be in trouble if you get lost and you get there a few minutes late. Okay, it's going to happen. Don't worry at all. Okay, good. Right, let's go for this one. Right, lessons. So next year, although at the moment students have to be on site for 8:40, next year that's going to be 8:30. Okay, so we're extending our day. Parents and carers will know that, and we are still finishing it at 3 o'clock. So start of the day, on site, 8:30, must be informed time by 8:35. Okay, 8:35, form will start, 25 minutes. And everyone knows here now, hopefully, which house you're in, which tutor you have, which head of house you have, which SSA you have. So everyone will be in that house for the first 25 minutes in 10 forms. Okay, I'm sure everyone knows this, but forms are vertical. So that means there are Year 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s and 11s all in the same form for 25 minutes that morning until we break and you go with the rest of your year group for the rest of the day. It's really nice, small forms, about 20 students, that family at Salt's Village Academy, that port of call for the tutor, getting to know people in different year groups is the absolute aim of it. So, form time till 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock lesson 1 till 10, lesson 2, 10 till 11, break time is 11 till 11:20, 20 minutes of break time, go to the canteen, you can have your lunch, you can go to the backfield and play football, you can go to the science squad, hall refectory, it's entirely up to you where you want to go. Break finishes at 11:20 for lesson 3. At lesson 3, 11:20 till 12:20. Lesson 4, 12:20 till 1:20. Lunch is at 1:20 for 40 minutes. Once again, canteen is open, hall and refectory for hot food. The main field is open if the weather is nice, backfield if the weather is not so nice. Science squad, we've got table tennis tables, picnic benches, lots of places to go at lunchtime. 2 o'clock is the end of lesson, is the end of lunch, and period 5, 1 hour in the afternoon, 2 till 3, end of the day, 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, lots of session 6 is open, extracurricular clubs, or you head home and you get on your bus. Buses leave around about 3:10, so make sure you head towards your bus at that time. Okay, so that is lessons and house system. Perfect. Right, homework. I'm sure you've had homework at primary school, so you know what homework is. We see the value of it because we see you doing it independently. So you decide when you want to do your homework. You might decide to do it over the weekend. One evening's better for you. It's really important to build that independence in. For year 7, starting in September, you'll have 3 main homeworks each week. You'll have Sparks Maths, Sparks Reader, and the Science, which I think is Tasamai, and they are all online. So you'll be organising a login, you'll be shown how to do it in lessons, so don't worry too much. But that's 3 a week. The other homeworks that you are set in September will be voluntary. So you'll be set them if you want to do them, but you won't have to do them. But it's 3 main ones that everyone has to do. They are all set and put onto EduLink, so parents and carers can see the homework you've got. Students can download the app to see it as well. And all these electronic devices, mobile phones, iPads can all be used for that homework as well as computers. They also send you email reminders if you haven't done it, so it's really good to prompt you to make sure you do your homework. Any questions on homework? All good with homework? Good. Right, clubs. School, really, really important to get good GCSEs and to work well and to learn, but it's also really important to extend your boundaries of learning, to experience different things, and clubs are a great way to meet new friends that are interested in the same hobbies, same interests, same passions. So every evening there's lots of sports clubs going on, and they change normally every 6 to 12 weeks. We have Encore, the Drama and Music Club, we have an Eco Warriors Environment Club, and then we have other clubs that come and go as well. So we had a astronomy club for a little while, there was an art club, science club, so those clubs come and go as well. They're all free of charge, they're all from 3 till 4 o'clock. Some are a bit longer, like fixtures for sports that might go on a little bit later, but most of them are from 3 till 4 o'clock, and you organise a lift home at the end. Okay, so lots and lots of those. Right, detentions. You might not have detentions at primary school, but we have them here at secondary school. Why do you think we want excellent behaviour at secondary school? What do you think is the reason we aim for excellent behaviour, Zach?
So you're not naughty like later in life.
Good, we don't want you to be naughty later in life. Might be a reason, yeah.
So you don't slip up and you keep getting on with your work.
Good, so you don't slip up, I like it.
So everyone around you is getting the best education.
Lovely, everyone around you is getting a great education as well as you.
So you,
Said that? Yeah, great. The real reason we believe is if people aren't learning, if people aren't behaving well and they're being silly and they're distracting other people, they're not going to learn as well as they can. And here we want our students to leave here at the end of year 11 going on to do amazing apprenticeships, going on to colleges, going on to sixth forms, going on to get great jobs and have amazing careers. And we know how important school is for setting you up to do that. So having good behaviour is really important for us here, and we have detentions to try and help prevent poor behaviour as well. So this is how it works. You go into a lesson and we believe you have a choice. You have a choice to meet the classroom expectations, work as a team, be successful, or you have a choice to distract and not meet the classroom expectations. If you distract someone or silly or not doing your work, you get a reminder from the teacher. If you get a reminder and you're grateful for the end of the rest of that lesson, then super. You leave that lesson, it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't get logged, you don't get a detention, no problem. If you carry on after that reminder, you get a 15-minute detention. 15-minute detention is always done with the same teacher, and it's usually done as quickly as you can after that lesson has happened. So break time or lunchtime after that lesson. It gets logged on EduLink, and parents and carers can see it as well. If you carry on being silly after the 15 minutes, you get a 30-minute after-school detention. After-school detention is all on Fridays from 3 till 3:30. Parents will have a phone call home to tell them that they have an after-school detention and the reason for it, and it will be scheduled later in that week. So if it's on a Thursday or Friday, it normally be for the week after, and you have to organise transport home. And then we have hour detentions. Again, we don't have many people in hour detentions at all. Students here on the whole want to do well and want to work together, but a few students that need to get support, they have an hour detention from 3 till 4 on a Friday as well. All gets logged on EduLink too. Okay, so that's detentions and expectations. Right, educational visits. So as we said, we believe education and learning is very, very important, but extending people's experiences, having different experiences outside of the classroom is also really, really important. So we have lots of educational visits. In Year 7, you'll go to a science museum in Leicester. You have a Pledges and Futures Week at the end of the year where you'll be going to do canoeing, camping, rock climbing. You go to Hunstanton for the day. You have a whole week off timetable. It's a really good experience, something different from your normal timetable that you work with your teachers. There are far more trips in Year 8, Year 9 and Year 10, and there's a very much a coherent plan for trips throughout the years. And in the first few weeks of Year 7, you'll be getting a letter about signing up to the Pledges and Futures Week. Hopefully, I think we've got 140 students doing it this year, so that's pretty amazing. Okay. Big one, food, very, very important. We're all hungry. You are very much in charge of when you want to eat here. You don't have to wait till lunchtime. You can go to the canteen and get a sandwich at break time. But we are a cashless school. So that means you will never bring £5 or £10 on site and pay with that. Your parents and carers will update parent pay and you'll pay with your fingerprint. So your fingerprint will be scanned and you pay with your fingerprint as you go through. It's really important to have a chat with parents and carers what you're going to do for food. Are you going to have packed lunch? Are you going to have canteen? Are you going to have packed lunch most of the time, but bring a bit of, have money on your finger for some snacks? Okay, break time, paninis, sausage rolls, salad boxes, sandwiches. At lunchtime there's normally all of that plus some hot meal choices, so a full dinner if you want it. If you have any questions on food, please ask your tutor, they'll know more. Is it lunchtime? I guess that's something nice. Right, uniform, very, very quickly, last few. Uniform, you will have seen a lot of people with uniform in your induction day, so you know exactly what the uniform is like. Zach, can you come out, please? Zach is going to show the uniform. So Zach here is in Ermine House, so his jumper that he's wearing has the Ermine colour on, which is purple. And his polo shirt, can you show the logo? Perfect, the logo has also Ermine underneath it, so you have that matching for your house as well. Trousers here have the logo on as well. Parents and carers will know this. If you already have black trousers, you don't need to buy the ones with logo on. We have companies that will logo them for you for a lot cheaper, but you can buy the logoed ones as well. And we are proper school shoes. Again, on our website, there's lots of information about school shoes, so please don't come with a lovely brand new pair of Nike Air Force Ones that you've bought in JD Sports, because we'll be saying you can't wear them. It's proper shoes here as well. Thank you very much, Zach. PE kit, polo shirt for boys and girls, skort for girls if they wish to wear it. A skort is a skirt with shorts underneath. Shorts, boys or girls can wear these, and a jumper. This is usually worn by the girls to keep you warm over the top of your polo shirt in PE, and a rugby shirt for the boys over the top of their polo shirt if it gets cold in the winter. Okay, and change of sock, very important, so we keep our feet clean, and trainers, so a pair of trainers or boots if you're doing that half-term topic. Jewellery, no jewellery except 2 piercings in each ear, 2 studs in each ear are fine. No big dangly earrings, we want to stay nice and safe. No necklaces, No nose studs, no neck studs, no tongue studs, no eyebrow studs. Okay, just 2 studs in each ear. You don't have to get your ears pierced, but if you would like 2 studs, you can have 2 studs in each ear. A watch is absolutely fine, but no bracelets, no rings, unless anyone's married. No one married here? No, good. Hair, natural hair colours. So blonde highlights are fine, but no pinks or blues. Save those for the holidays. And for boys, just no tram lines. So please, again, save those for holidays if you like putting lines into your hair. Okay, so that is uniform. Right, I think we're nearly there. One more, very quickly, from me. Expectations. So here, you'll hear me say it quite a lot. We have 3 key expectations. We are very much a school that wants to work with our students and want to build that mutual respect. So being ready, having the correct uniform, correct equipment, doing your homework is very important to us. Being respectful is so important here. I lead on behaviour as well, and I will never shout at students. There is no need. We work with students in a respectful way all the time, and that's very important to us. Being kind to each other, being respectful to each other, being respectful to our teachers and members of teaching staff, and being responsible, keeping hands and feet to ourselves. Walking around site calmly is really, really important in a big school with lots and lots of students. So those 3 expectations are key. Thank you very much for watching today. Hopefully you'll know all this by now anyway, but it may be worth watching just before you start in September. Thank you.